Cancer, and welcome to your April 2016 tarot reading. My name is Nikki. Before I begin, like always, I'd like to remind you that this is a general reading for all Cancers, so if you are interested in something more personalized just for you, you can visit my website. It will be linked in the description below. I do tarot readings for $15, and there's a lot of other offers and deals on there, including palmistry, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. Okay, also before I begin, I'd like to point your attention to the gemstones above the cards. The large one to the left is an Imperial Topaz, and that just happens to be the Mystic Birthstone for April, and that's why I'm resonating with that gemstone. And Topaz is a wonderful gemstone for improving memory and any kind of mental functions. And it also has a lot of other healing properties, so if you are interested in learning more about Topaz, you can watch a video that I've made on it. It's a short video, only a couple minutes long, and it covers a lot of different information on the gemstone. So I will also link that down in the description so you can find that a lot easier. Okay, so laid before you is your monthly spread. But while I was shuffling and meditating over the cards, a card popped out at me, and that card happens to be Opie, or the Star. Now the Star is all about hope, and so I'm kind of going to take that as a theme for your month of April: hope and restoration and balance and having a muse to carry you through the whole month. So keep that card in mind as I read the other cards. Okay, so for the first week of April, we have the Eight of Spirals, or the Eight of Wands. Spirals are the same thing as wands. So, so Eight of Wands is all about things going at a fast pace, time moving rapidly, kind of out of your control. So, you know, the days may seem to fly by in this first week. You're going to be looking up at the clock and being like, whoa, where did the day go, you know? It's 5 o'clock and I thought it was 2 o'clock. Things are going to be happening kind of, you know, out of your control. So no matter what your will may be, it doesn't really matter, you know. Things are just going to seem to happen kind of willy-nilly, no matter how you're trying to steer the ship. So you might as well just lay back and relax and watch it and see how everything falls into place. And the second week, you have the Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune, and it is in its reverse position. So things may still seem to be happening with no rhyme or reason in this second week. You may want to check out your astrology or the astrological alignments, because, you know, when you have two cards that are kind of similar like that, there's usually something going on. With the Wheel reversed, you may have a turn of bad luck or misfortune. This is not a time to go gambling or a time to make some risky business deals or anything like that, because luck is not on your side in this second week. You know, this is just a period of time where you need to sit back, take it easy if at all possible, and just wait for the Wheel of Fate to turn itself around. And we all go through that. The wheel turns for all of us. So, you know, and in the next weeks, when it's turned around for you, it'll be bad for somebody else. So keep that in mind. It's not always bad for you. It goes around and around for everyone. So yeah, don't make any rash decisions in this second week. Just, you know, try to take it easy. You know, there may be things happening around you. This may not even have to do with you. This might have to deal with people in your life that you hear about, or people that you know personally, and it may affect you in that way. This may be bad things happening to people around you. Okay, in the third week of April, you have the Two of Scrolls, and scrolls are the same thing as swords. and it is in its reverse position. So this is the Two of Swords reversed. And, you know, the Two of Swords is generally about making a decision, a tough decision. You know, it's your head saying one thing and your heart saying another. But when it's in its reverse position, this means that the decision has already been made, whether you made the decision or whether it was made for you just by circumstance. And now you're just in this period of time where you're going to see, you know, what the outcome is from that decision. And this may be a period of time where, you know, I don't want to say karma, but, you know, tensions may be let up. You know, any kind of tensions that were there in the past, this will be a time where you'll be able to breathe a little easier, because, you know, everything's already been done. There's nothing you can do about the past. There's nothing you can do about it now. You know, whether it's good or bad, bittersweet, however, this is a time where you're just going to have to deal with it, type of thing. In the last week of April, you have the Knight of Scrolls in reverse. And again, scrolls are swords. So this is the Knight of Swords in reverse. And I do not believe that this is you, Cancer, because you are a water sign and swords are an air. So this could be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. Or it could be some other sign just playing that role. But I would keep an eye out for those signs. And this is a person who could be using their charm or their wit in a negative way. This is a person that could hurt your feelings verbally, or they could just be saying harsh words to you or to people around you, or making a situation uncomfortable with what they're saying. They may use sarcasm. And this does not have to be a male, though it does seem to have a masculine energy. And this could also symbolize somebody just cutting themselves out of your life. So this may be a period of time where, you know, you're trying to get a hold of a friend, and for whatever reason, you know, they're not responding. I don't think that, you know, I can tell you if they're I can't say one way or another if they're purposely ignoring you. It could just be the situation that they're in at the time. But this does kind of symbolize somebody, you know, eradicating themselves from you at this time. Cutting themselves off. So that is your reading in its entirety, Cancer. It kind of seems to focus around one or two situations. And so even if the reading seemed a little negative there, keep in mind that you're going to have a lot more than one or two situations go on in the month of April. And the cards are just pinpointing the one or two that are significantly standing out more. So it doesn't mean that you're going to have a bad month at all. It just means that you need to deal with some situations, and yeah, I can only tell you what the cards let me. So yeah, if you found this reading helpful, please remember to push that like button and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because I do this every single month. And like always, I will look forward to talking to you all again next month. Bye-bye.